This is a 1956 Chevrolet short bed pickup truck. It's been hot rodded out, and we're going to take it for a quick drive down the road and then pull over in the parking lot and I'll show you around the truck. It's got a push button start. It's got an electric fuel pump. I'm going to turn that on. Alright, here we go. It's got an automatic transmission, high performance transmission. And if I shift it out manually, you can take it up to about 6,000 RPMs, but I'm just going to run it in auto just to show how smooth it shifts out. And usually when we cruise around town in this truck, we just run it in auto anyways. But it does have a drag strip tranny built in it. So here we go. Brand new engine, ballast and blueprinted. It's got a high performance built 350 turbo transmission. The shift's perfect. It's got a 2200 stall, the B&M shifter. This truck steers straight down the road, but for as much power as it has, I would put a power steering kit in it at least and upgrade the steering. Just if you want to drive it super fast. Or put a Mustang 2 or a Camaro front end under it and front flip it. It does have power disc brakes that are brand new also. This thing's just a torque monster. Turn signals, brake lights, all the lights work, all the wiring's good. Really, all the wiring's new. Here we go. You can hear that transmission shifts out perfect. It's only got about 1,500 miles on the whole drivetrain. It's got a Pontiac Posi rear end. Dropped it into first gear just now because torque monster means burnout monster. So we'll do a quick little burnout. Yeah, baby. I did one here yesterday when we were doing the other video, but that camera didn't work out. So here we are with a camera I normally use. She runs right at 165. It looks like the voltmeter must have a loose wire on that. I'll have to check that out. She's idling at 20. Running 55 to 60 oil pressure when you're really getting on it. Tracking out at 6,000 RPMs. This thing's got a freaking killer exhaust system. You can hear that cam. It sounds amazing. Let me show you around the truck. Man, this thing is so much fun to drive. So, you know, we always say don't buy a truck like this if you're not looking to get a lot of attention. Because everywhere you go, people are going to want to look. So here we go. We've actually, like I said, this thing always runs nice and cool, doesn't overheat, and we're still maintaining the original look of the old radiator. You can see the build sheet on the ad for the truck. Got a $5,500 worth of receipts from Summit Racing just on the engine build alone, with the world heads and roller rockers, intake. I mean, you name it. Brand new headers. This thing's got 1,500 miles on it. It runs like a champ. Brand new power disc brakes. It's a disc brake in the front. It's still got the original style drums in the rear, but that is a Pontiac rear end, posi traction rear end. When you jump on this truck, it leaves 2 streak marks down the road. It's got a brand new Duralast battery, MSD ignition. I mean, this thing's it's just a torque monster. It's awesome. The body, I'll show you underneath the hood. Okay, the body in the pictures makes it look rusty, and when you stand away from it, makes it look rusty. When you get right up on it, it's tough to tell. But actually, an artist came back after we put the hot rod black paint job on it. I say we, I didn't do it, another hot rod shop did. And actually touched and painted what makes it look like a rusty truck. This is actually one of these trucks I would say is like 99% rust free. Body's super straight. Cab corners and all are in great shape. Bottom of the door's in good shape. It's got a couple of spots of rust in it, very small, and most of the rust has been dealt with. You know, a couple of patches, you know how people do where they patch it up, but there's still the old rust left behind it. So I just want to show the underneath, let the camera adjust there. You got a really, really sharp, clean frame rails. Like I said, all new brakes. Brand new brake system, brand spanking new. I mean, just to put this engine in, and just to buy this engine, transmission, drivetrain, and brake system would cost you 11 grand. And that would leave you without a, I mean, that would leave you with boxes of stuff. Here's your running boards, floor pans, all in great shape. Step up, back the truck. It's got the old wood in the back and then a piece of plywood on top of it. And I missed this fender well. I always like to try and get the fender well, so the camera adjust. Show you inside the fender well. If I was keeping this truck, I probably wouldn't do anything to it except drive it. Maybe put some fatter wheels on the back. Here's the underneath, the rear. It's a posi traction Pontiac rear end. New shocks. Same thing here, bumper bolts are all painted to make them look kind of rusty. Now, if I was the kind of guy who wasn't into the theme of this truck being Jack Daniels, taking the Jack Daniels off, this is all painted and probably hit with like a 3M pad to give it an old school look. This would come off so easily, and you could walk around and touch this truck up with a hot rod black, no problem. I think these step-ups are new. I'm positive they are because they look brand new. At least that one has. Here's your Holly fuel pump. Brand new Flowmaster exhaust, 3-inch pipes, and this thing is just this truck is just a blast to drive. This is the most fun. This is probably the most fun, or maybe second most fun truck I've ever driven. I did have a low 56 big back window lowrider last year. That truck was also fun, and it had a lot of power too, but not like this. This truck is just screaming fast. Interior's in really good shape. Doors are in great shape, like I said. You know, no rust. Bottom of the doors, step ups. Floor pan's in good shape. Got a B&M ratchet shifter. It's got the original style diamond pleat seat, which does have a couple of tears in it. Could be patched, or, you know, it costs $150 at the upholstery shop. They just redo it. Just a little BB gun in the back, just kind of for fun. Dashboard looks really good. It's got just an old tape player in it. Not my favorite way of doing that, but horn works. Truck drives really good for having the original steering in it. As I said when I was driving it down here, for as much power as it has,
I would at least upgrade the steering system in it and put a power steering system in it. That would help a lot and really give you more control for the least amount of money. If you really wanted to go all out, you know, you'd put a Camaro front end underneath it, or a Mustang too. But it's already got the brake. The cool thing about this truck is it's, you know, the frame and everything is unmolested. The drivetrain's all been upgraded, but it's an original style truck with a disc brake conversion kit on it, power disc brake conversion kit. So there's a lot of value in the fact that some, you know, redneck guy in his back of his garage didn't hack this thing up trying to piece in a, you know, old Nova clip or something like that, which we see a lot. So I like the fact that it's original. We just want to keep walking around it, show you all the glasses in good shape. It does have a crack on the driver's side. I can roll that up and show you. Other than that, the rear glass is in good shape, and the rest of the glass, the windshield has one small rock chip on it way over on the passenger side. I can show you. I don't know if you can see that there. Windows roll up and down really good. There's that crack on the windshield. I don't know if you can, I mean on the, not the windshield, on the driver's side window. So anyways, some really cool little additional stuff. The fuel tank cap has got a Jack Daniels logo on it. Looks, I don't even know where they got that from. Maybe a keychain or something. This would be a really, really cool truck to have at like a package store, or just as your shop truck running back and forth to the, you know, to the parts shop, or, you know, do a couple of more things to this. And there's, I mean, drivetrain wise and power wise, this is a drag strip. This is a drag strip vehicle, but it needs to be finished off to have the control for the super high speeds. Driving it around town and jumping on it at the stoplights and burning wheels and just raising a little hell in it, that's what this truck's set up for right now, and it's just an absolute blast. Somebody's gonna have so much fun and get so much attention in this thing.